Hi, I'm Nick. Today's video is about when the right time is for you to start your business. If you're listening to this, it's possible that you have a side gig that's evolved and it's really started to become its own business. Or maybe you're thinking that you want to start some type of small business. Or maybe you've received a 1099 for some work that you've done and you're not sure what to even do with that. You're in luck because today's video will really help dive in to starting your own small business and when the right time is. Let's start off with the situation where you have a side gig that's really starting to pick up. So let's say you work a full-time job, but on the side you're doing wedding photography. You're making some money doing this and you're wondering, should I start a business or should I form an LLC? What do I need to do? Well, really, if you're working a side gig and receiving money, your small business has already started. The answer to the question is, now is the time to start your small business. Should you form an LLC? Should you wait? What should you do? Well, we're getting towards the end of the year. And if you want to start your LLC before 2024, just know that that will give you the responsibility to file certain LLC reports. Here, I'm in the state of Texas, so if you start an LLC, even if it's on December 30th or 31st of 2023, you'll be responsible to file a Texas franchise tax return for that LLC. So maybe waiting until January 1st to form your LLC could be beneficial to avoid having an extra report to file. Another reason why it's super important to start a business now is really record keeping. You know, if you're receiving money from wedding photography or you're thinking about starting some other type of small business, you're going to be receiving income, but you're also entitled to take your business expenses. And so starting a business can be the great first step in making sure that you're staying organized and keeping all of your income and expenses in one place. Generally, we would recommend forming an LLC and then opening a business bank account and making sure that you use that bank account for all of your business income and expenses. And then as it grows, you can connect that bank account to an accounting software and really work on categorizing all of your income and expenses to make your tax return very clean for the following year. This will really help make sure you don't miss out on your deductions. As a small business owner, if you're receiving 1099s, if you're receiving income from these side gigs, you want to make sure that you're recording all your expenses that you're entitled to. The IRS is receiving a 1099 from some of the people who have paid you. So it's very important that you, on your tax return, also show the IRS that you had some deductions to offset some of that 1099 income. So in summary, if you have a side gig, if you have income flowing from different sources that aren't your W-2 job as an employee, now is a great time to start your business and potentially even form an LLC or form some type of business entity. The only reason why you might want to wait, like I mentioned before, is to avoid those tax obligations for the 2023 tax year. However, if you're going to be receiving 1099s for 2023, then really you already have a business. Making sure that you're keeping up with all of your income and keeping up with all of your expenses will be extremely advantageous for you. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and follow us on our social media. Until next time.